I know a product rep who won over a salon owner's account with nothing more but his nonna's homemade pasta sauce. I know that sounds a bit crazy, doesn't it? But it wasn't actually the sauce that won the account. It was the relationship that he built with the salon owner over the sauce. And I think there's a lesson there for every product rep in our industry. Let me tell you the story in today's episode. Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt. I wanted to let you know that I've got an event happening later this month called the 25-Hour Salon Owner. And we're going to be going through and covering off on a few of the things we've already talked about here today and a heap more. So I'd really love you to join me. There will be a link in the show notes and a QR code if you're watching this on YouTube. So go ahead, check it out. I think it's going to be right up your alley. And if you're a salon owner with a team of 3 or more, it will absolutely be up your alley. So I would love to see you there on the day. So now back to the episode. Chapter 20. This one's actually not for a salon owner. This one is for a product company rep. So if you're a salon owner listening to this, you might want to share this one with your rep. It's really a repeated story. Like quite often I hear salon owners or team members complaining that we're all the good clients, we're all the A-grade clients. And I think you make them. They don't airlift them to you, you make them. And so really the story remains the same for the product company rep. I have the privilege, I don't know if it's a loose word, I get to listen to the complaints of the salon owner, and I also get to listen to the complaints of the product company rep too. And quite often the rep is frustrated as all hell because they feel like they've done everything to educate their salons to do their job, basically, which is to recommend products and services, but their job is to recommend products. Well, I disagree. I think you're just sitting in the whinging bowl. And so this chapter 20, which I'll read to you shortly, is very much about you taking stock of who you look after and why you're putting up with that. Like, why are you putting up with a company that doesn't pay on time, right? That his order is pathetic, that engages in blame. Like, why do you put up with that? If you believe that's what the salon owner's behavior is like, then I think you're with the wrong salons, right? You get what you put out in life. And if you're not being honest and transparent and thinking, what can I do differently? How can I inspire this person? It's really important that you do that. And I've spent many an hour educating product company reps on how they improve their game. And the results are no different to salon owners. Some of them are so delighted and just run with the information, and others are really like, yeah, that was good, but I didn't get around to it, or I didn't have time. So this is a problem the world over. It's not just for salon owners or team members or product company reps. It's for you, it's for me, for everybody. Like, what are you doing? Where are you sending the wrong signals? Where are you educating people to treat you poorly? And why do you settle for so less? It's up to you, really. I can only be me and you can only be you. So if you're happy to settle for mediocre, I don't think you would be, because you wouldn't be reading this book for starters. And I think you just have to understand that what you want is on the other side of uncomfortable and hard. So go in with great energy, be open, honest, be prepared to hear feedback, because some of it you won't want to hear. And that's when the magic starts. It's really cool. So, pushing an agenda is not good. Attracting your vibe is good. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy this chapter. I'll see you in the next one.
Chapter 20, one for the product reps. Salon owners, here's your chance. I'm giving you a leg up by introducing a chapter specifically written for product reps. It's what I think product reps need to hear. How salon owners view the product rep relationship and how you can work together for great outcomes. Why not lend your copy of this book to your product rep, or even better, buy them a copy and hand it over with this chapter bookmarked. You'll be doing yourself, your team, your product rep, and all of us in the industry a big favour by spreading the word that there's always a better way for any of us to do our jobs. Product reps, this one's for you. Business is business. The salon has salon clients, and you, the rep, have the opposite. Your clients are the salons. No matter what business you're in, there are 3 things you never take your eye off. These are the metrics you need to grow. The number of clients you see. For you, it's salons. What they spend with you. How often they repeat or return or reorder. We teach this to salon owners, and we drill down on why these 3 are the be-all and the end-all of successful business. What you need to be doing in any business is growing all 3 of these areas. It's no different for the product company rep. I often see great product reps getting bogged down in thinking they have to do the right thing and continue to service the D-grade salons on their client list. No, you don't. In fact, it's time to cut the nice stuff and work on a more open, transparent way forward. You might think I'm out of line. Okay, hear me out and I'll explain myself. The way I see it, your business is no different to any other business that puts huge amounts of energy into trying to please the smaller accounts. Let's take an unemotional look at what's really going on. Take stock of who you stock. If you were to move 5 of your worst accounts and replace them with 5 new ones, wouldn't your workday look much better? Look at your accounts. What if you could build a plan to be in a much better place this time next year with the client list that made you feel positive about servicing your salons and clinics? Where do you start? By looking at the salon accounts you have right now and grading them A, B, C, and D. The grade accounts might look like this. You might create your own guidelines. For example, they pay on time. Their order is always above a certain amount of dollar spend. They order consistently, same day, every 2 weeks. They engage with your whole offering. They attend your industry events. They put their hand up for training. They're the clients you ask for a testimonial to show when you get new inquiries. They run a great business. They love working with you. You love working with them. If all your accounts were like this, life would be a joy. B-grade salons. B-grade salons clients would tick off most of these points. Maybe they'd be missing 1 or 2. C-grade would be missing a couple more. D-grade, well, they're the opposite of A. They don't pay. They don't stock the whole range. They play the victim card. They want things for free. And all of the other shitties that come with the below-the-line thinking. If you want serious results, you must get serious about who you hang around with. Here's the truth. You have salon clients from right across the grade spectrum. That means you have the potential to increase one type or another. Blind Freddy knows that the A and the B graders are the ones you want. Guess what? A-grade people hang around with like-minded A-grade people. What excites me most is that I see where you could be doing so much better. It's no different to what we teach at Zing. Work harder on yourself, become the company of choice, and the A-grade clients will come. At the time of writing this book, I was working on, although now I've completed a training designed for product companies to get to the reality of best practice when it comes to working with salons, both hair and beauty. It will be the roadmap you've been waiting for. I've listened to salon owners' frustration for the last 5 years. I know how they think. I understand the reality check that product reps need to face up to. My program isn't centered on KPIs, key performance indicator. It's around your critical drivers, what it is you need to do to hit your KPIs. the must-do things that drive your sales to get the results you want. The outcomes will increase the number of salons you see, increase what each of those salons spends with you, and increase how often they place an order. My program will answer the burning question: what is it you need to do today that will increase these 3 key metrics tomorrow? It will be different for different brands, but there's a central truth that's common to all. That's where my training is focused. It's 2017, people. Well, that's when I wrote the book, but I'm recording it in 2019. Same old is just that. It's the same and it's old. In 2017, it's time to think differently, and I'm really excited about how the industry is changing. Apart from the products you sell, what value can you add to a business? I think it's rather boring and stale to keep saying, hello, here's my brochure. I can see you're busy. I'll leave it on the desk. See you. Bye. That's been done to death. I ask you, what else have you got? Let me tell you about Josh. Josh is a rep who you just can't help but like. He's an old soul wrapped in a young chap's body, and he has a way with people. He told me about how he charmed a salon owner to stock his brand by using his nonna sauce. I know, it's mental, but it worked. The first couple of times he visited the salon that he wanted to work with and stock his brand in, he couldn't get past the gatekeeper, the receptionist. The next time he popped in, he sees the owner, so he decides to seize the opportunity. He walks past the gatekeeper and he says, "Hi, I'm Josh. And if you have 5 minutes, I'd like to show you my water-saving tap heads for your basin. I'll be quick." The salon owner was very impressed and changed his taps over there and then. The chap was Italian and so was Josh, and they soon got talking about Italian families and, of course, Italian food. The next month when Josh came to town, he did as he promised and he dropped into the salon to check everything was fine. He found the owner again and he said, "I've been thinking about you and I'd like to look after you for more than just your taps." He handed a gift, a homemade bottle of his nonna's tomato sauce, to the salon owner, and he said, "From one Italian family to another, I'd like you to try my nonna's pasta sauce. I'm also going to leave you a full-size sample of every product we stock. If you like them, we can talk next month, once you've had a chance to test them out." And off he went. Next month, he walked in and the chap said, "Hey, what did you put in those bottles?" Josh is worried. He's wondering if this is a trick question, because the team absolutely love them. And you're right. You need to look after me. And that's how it started. The working relationship and mutual respect was formed over his nonna's sauce. Josh got clever and creative, found some common ground and a way to make a real connection. And the salon owner's sales are fabulous, just like Josh. See, you can choose who you want to work with and who you don't. You just have to think outside the box to make it happen. Now, agree or disagree? Where exactly is the point at which you agree to disagree with a salon client and withdraw your brand? There must be a cut-off point, a line in the sand when you'll stop them stocking your product. It needs to be a fair calculation that takes into account the size of the salon team. Maybe something like, if their monthly order isn't X, then you can let them go. I suggest you quantify it in units rather than dollars. If a salon can't move X units to solve X of their clients' problem in a month, you need to walk away. Consider devising a fair formula that takes into account the size of the salon team. Then what? I suggest you have a private one-to-one chat with the salon owners in these underperforming salons and say something along these lines. We're making some changes and we want you to be part of them. We're no longer going to stock the salons that order fewer than X products per month. That's why products are weak. We're prepared to do our part and we have a training program we want your whole team to be involved in. Here's a list of our training dates. The number of units we require you to order per month is X. Last month you ordered Y. So we are Z units away from where you need to be. The company is also putting up some great prizes and we're very excited. The results are for everyone. This is base camp with our new program, and I think you and your team could really step up with some training. I'll be doing all I can to support you, and if you were selling Y products a week, that would mean an extra Z amount of dollars in your pocket. Are you in? Why the big brands can afford to be picky. Many of the big product brands don't let just anybody stock their products. It's clever, actually. It creates a different mindset, changes the relationship to a both in or nothing. You, both the rep and the salon, have to agree you're a right match. The company allocates each salon a minimum order spend per month. Salon owners are often frightened away, which is a good thing. It's exactly what the minimum is meant to do. Eliminate the time-wasted salons that aren't up to the standard, thereby creating an elite group of salons stocking the brand. It sorts out the client relationship before it even begins. Take stock of who you stock. We do the same at Zing. I don't work with a salon owner who hasn't read my first book, The Naked Salon. Why? Because it helps me sort out the time wasters. If you can't make time to get through this easy-to-read book based 100% on the challenges you want me to help you with, then you are either not focused or the timing isn't right. I get some doozies, I have to say, and these doozies ask me for help. And when I say, "Have you read my book?" they say, I had a bit of a flick through, but look, I don't have time. Sometimes it's just I'm not a book reader. Really? Experience tells me they'll flick through my advice and they'll flick through my program and they'll flick through my systems that I want to set up for them too. They're like everyone else in this world. They get given 24 hours a day. How you spend your 24 hours a day is the difference between success and failure. I once heard of a personal trainer in London who only took on men who wanted to radically change their bodies. His program claimed to make them as good in the bedroom as they were in the boardroom. It was a 12-week body program. He asked one question: "What did you have for breakfast this morning?" Depending on the answer, he decided if they'd be suitable or not. He decided if they would be the right candidate and if he should take them on or not. If they skipped their breakfast with the usual "I haven't got time, blah, blah, blah," he knew they weren't the right fit for his program because they didn't value fuel as food. He charged a hefty one-off fee of £10,000 and made them pay another £2,000 upfront as a bond in case they failed and they damaged his brand. It's pretty cool, really. They only got the £2,000 deposit back, or bond, if they stuck to the program and radically transformed their bodies. It changed his business overnight. He was now calling the shots, not the clients. He'd drawn a very clear line in the sand of who he wanted to work with, and that line defined what was acceptable. Those who did get accepted as clients felt very lucky and were very committed to his program. Let's get serious. What is it that you need to do to get pickier about who you work with? Have you made your expectations clear from the start? What do you want from the salon clients that stock your brand? Do you want to see your company's products displayed in a particular way? Is it time your salon clients invested in education? Is it time your salon clients invested in educating themselves so that they get better retail results? Maybe you could set a minimum number of education hours required per month so you know they're getting educated properly? Is it more about enforcing a minimum monthly order size? You know the answers that are right for you, your company, and your salon clients. What I know is this wishy-washy way of dealing with salons that don't take your product seriously and tick along in the near enough world are not doing you any favours. You want to get serious results, yeah? Then you must get serious about who you hang around with. It's about you too. You need to take a long, hard look at yourself. There's no excuse for poor representation by the company when the salon owner is fully committed to your brand. I know some fabulous salons located in remote areas and they never see a rep from 1 month to the next. With all the communication channels we have at our disposal today, it's simply not good enough that these salons are not being serviced well. There's FaceTime, Skype, Zoom, Join Me, and there are countless ways to conduct a meeting virtually. Add these communication platforms into your new kick-ass plan and you'll see your sales doubling in no time. What are you waiting for? Go out and find the new accounts that you need. Work closely with your existing A, B, and some of the C grade accounts. Implement a workable education program and get those orders booming. You and your salon owners need to work together on 2 keys: the truth and the training. And finally, educate your salon clients on the benefits of more frequent ordering, especially as their metrics grow. Remember my star? Go back to chapter 2 and take another look. You're there too. You're part of the success story of our industry moving forward. And you know what's amazing about this success story? Everybody wins. Kick-ass Kickstarter. Check your list of salon clients' visits for tomorrow. Just one day. Go down the list and grade each one, A, B, C, or D. Keep your gradings in mind during your visits and make a mental note of what you observe. My bet is you'll notice some fascinating behaviour patterns that will help make the way forward even clearer for you.